Welcome to the Eskimo experience. Battery level 120%, firing mode, frosty.
Dr. Jones checking in for the Eski couch. I have brother Nick with me. I have brother Timmy. We are missing brother Kaiser. And, you know, word around the campfire, he is down the police station. And I heard that he was bailing his missus out for attempted murder on himself after young Axel smashed his face on the coffee table. So, Kaiser,
Kaiser's fault for not moving that coffee table again?
100%. He shouldn't have left 100%. It there. Got to put shit away when you're finished with it. It's a rookie mistake, Kaiser. So
I reckon we might have to start a GoFundMe for him.
Yeah,
he needs all the help he can get, I reckon.
100%.
The fact that he has escaped the Spanish Inquisition is to be incredible. He wasn't burned at the stake.
Wasn't burned at the stake. He's laughing. he might have burnt the stake. That's why Axel was running in the house. So,
mate, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. We are going to start off. We are, you know, as the Eskimo Brothers, we are proudly sponsored by young Connor at PB Athlete. So jump on pbathlete.com and check out his gear. Check him out on Facebook. Give him a follow, like, love, all that shit. But young Connor has kindly donated and kicked in a jacket for the next round of the Buy Me a Coffee competition. So I'll just bring a picture up of the jacket and we'll have a little looky-loo. So young Connor's throwing one of these at us. He hasn't decided whether it's going to be the black one or the camo, but he retails these for $100. So, you know, he's looking after us and giving us a bit.
Connor, can I buy you a coffee and you want to throw one my way?
Hey, I'll set that up. I'll set you up a buy me a coffee,
intro,
Connor.
mate.
Yeah.
you just need the entry, Timmy. That's all you need, mate.
That's it. So we'll get your missus to enter again. So
no, I was going to say she'll be on it anyway. But yeah. No, I was going to say she can win one through this competition. Hey, Connor.
We know you're coming over, mate. The postage will be cheaper from Sydney to WA to Timmy. So
you can dump it on one of the boys. I can bring it back over.
Yeah.
I can just imagine him right now in the airport, just 50 layers of shirts and jackets.
Yeah. 23 kilos of checked baggage, and he looks like he weighs 180 kilos. So
can confirm he did the same thing last year when I picked him up from the airport.
Yeah.
It's a hell of an introduction to the guy.
Well, mate, one thing's got to be said for him is his gear is proper quality. Like,
yeah, it is.
I've worn this shirt here. These are the original ones.
Yep.
Mate, I've worn this thing to death for like the last year and a half now, and still perfect. Like, mate, unreal.
If I ever want, like when I wear this shirt, I grab it out of the clean washing pile. It's never put away. It gets proper rotation. And they are just comfy. I like my shirts a little bit longer. You know, and I like a long shirt, and he does that with these, like they're a good length. So jump on and buy one of his shirts too. He's got the new cut coming out, so check those out. So rules of engagement for the competition: jump in on all the W's, buymeacoffee.com/Eski couch. Buy us a coffee or 10. Go in the draw. Every coffee you buy will get you an entry in the draw. What we're going to do, we might draw this the week before round one kicks off with the pro event. So we'll do that so that the last show before round one kicks off, we will draw this. And
25 days.
25 days.
25 days.
Fuck, it's close. It's almost here.
Close.
So we'll draw it then, and then we'll get it out to you. If you buy a membership, obviously you get more entries because we love people that are going to hook in for a member. And the last one we had was actually won by our member, who was Angus Renton. He was the first one to jump on board, and obviously he had a shit ton of entries in there, and he got the win. He'll go in the draw again for this one automatically, and that will happen if you join up as a member. So that's pretty cool. So they do look nice. They're just like an over jacket. They're lightweight. They're pretty cool. So Connor, shout out to you, mate. Thanks for your support of the Eskimo Brothers and the Eski Couch. We love you, man, and can't wait to see you when you get over here. All right, so that's that picture. Now another thing, another one we've got to talk about, which is events coming up. The next event on the horizon is this weekend, down in South Australia. Young Will McDonald will be live streaming this event on his YouTube channel, Wimpy 617. So jump on, and this is the layout for that event. which is pretty cool. I like this layout. The wording Will gave me, and I'm going to quote him on this. So I love you, Will, but I've got to quote you. The layout was designed for the FSBs, and that's an acronym for the fat, slow bastards at the back. So there's a nice big bunker close to the start gate for the FSBs to make it to, which is pretty cool. I like the look of this. I think it's going to be a bit of fun for the crew down there.
It'd be a laugh. Is that a tall cake at back centre?
Yeah, tall cake.
Yeah, so not that big for the big boys.
It's still pretty big. Like, this is the old field, so it's the old cake, not the new cake too. So
yeah, you still should be able to look over the top of it. Some sneaky little drop one on the top of their head over the top of that centre tower.
Definitely. But it's not a big run to get there for the slow part, I guess.
I was going to say, if you have to run to get to that, I don't think you're a fat slow bastard. I think you're actually probably about 2 inches tall. So John Robert would have to run to that.
Yeah, Johnny Robert would have to run. He'd have to throw a slide in too. Gaddy would be the same. He'd be sliding into that bunker. Sure. I do like I haven't seen the corner piece on a snake for a little while. So that's pretty cool. They're getting a little bit of the old school out there. Yeah, let's have a chat.
No, it's nice, clean, simple, and it should be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that Dorito side is nice. I like, and this is going to, your training mentality, the wrap and go, shoot, wrap, run, shoot, wrap, run. I think that'll come into play. So hopefully people down there have been listening to Timmy's training tips, and they've been practicing the snap, wrap, run.
This one especially, and the snake are the same. If you haven't got a corner, that corner is nice and dominant there, but if they're not in there and they're not giving you grief, you want to be all the way down that.
Yeah, 100%. And being a tall cake too, like same thing as the back bunker. It's all right front on, but there's not a lot to hide on the angles behind those. So yeah, the Dorito players want to be looking across that corner and putting a couple into
snake player out. And you could probably wheedle them out that way. Mind you, you could live on that outside corner if you haven't got a mirror. Yeah,
if you haven't got a mirror, you'll be right. You'll be able to play a little bit rounded a bit more, which would be good. But the pack is going to be a big target. So, but it's good. Nice strong centre there too, Nick, for us centre players. Couple of little options with the three in there.
It's going to be a nice long run if we had to make that.
And not a lot of cover to get there.
That's a big.
Maya
makes it. Yeah. Maya makes a nice big bunker when you're behind it, but
you got to get
so huge bunker to block things out, getting it out. Yeah.
I was just saying, my instant thought here is like, I reckon that wrap and run is going to be critical, but there's going to be a stack of just heads up gunfighting, which we don't get to see a whole stack anymore, just with the way these layouts are. Locking down zones or shooting cross field and being real tactical. But heads up gunfighting skills on this one look like they're going to be right at the top of the skill list.
Yep. And that's, like in discussions I've had with Will over the last event, the Adelaide Assassins are sort of stepping it up, especially Ryan Richter. So, he really wants someone to take a win out from under Ryan. So it's kudos to you, mate, that Will's talking about you and he's making a conversation about your abilities on the field and your dominance. He's the current belt holder down there of the one-on-one championship. So that's if we're talking about you and he's making comments about wanting you to lose, that's a good thing, mate. So kudos to you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I think it'll be good. I'll be tuning into the YouTube cast, the webcast there, and checking it out. It is on a shoestring budget down there. They don't have power at the field, little things like that. So he's got a lot of obstacles to overcome. But check it out, give some support, show some love to Will and what he's trying to do down there. But it should be good. It'll be good to watch some paintball.
Well, anytime you get a chance to watch free paintball, I don't think you should be passing that opportunity up, really.
Nope. Cancel the plans with the missus, or take your phone and watch it on your phone. Done that. I got in trouble once because we went to the movies and I was watching the paintball on my phone at the movies. So yeah, the movie was shit. But anyway, so he did mention to me the boys at Gladiator, who are, you know, the huge supporters of Australian paintball, especially like huge supporters of you guys, Timmy, with what they did for you.
Yeah, huge.
When you were over in Europe there, but he's thrown one of the new ultralight 77s at him and a reg for a prize. So that'll be one of the first ones getting about, which will be pretty cool. So whoever wins it will get a nice new bottle in a size that has been asked for by paintballers. Probably for the last, I don't know,
Forever.
10 years or so.
I was going to say, I've been an incessant pest about that with Gladiator. I'm stoked that they did. I probably won't be picking up this season only for the fact that I've become accustomed to 68 with how things are at the moment.
Yep.
But I know Dan and Stevie got theirs already on the way.
Yep.
And yeah, again, shout out to Gladiator because they've thrown us a reg and I believe a few other bits and pieces for our 1v1 coming up as well.
Yeah.
So they're willing to step out and support Australian paintball. It's huge.
Yeah. And that's, you know, it's good that they're actively growing the sport and actively participants in the sport, which is cool. And just, you know, all around good people. If you haven't seen Andy at a field and had a chat to him, if you see him, have a chat. Great guy. And he's always happy to have a chin wag. And they do the best bottles available, in my opinion, in the world, mate. They're great bottles.
Quality.
Yeah. And the regs, like...
The regs are fantastic. Those that have fixed guns and whatnot, we're known from WA because of the amount of sand we've got over here, obviously.
Yes.
And it's known for killing bottles and killing guns. That's one of the best things about those Gladiator regs is the filter they've got on the fill nipple.
Yep.
It's one of the better designed regs I've found for our conditions, especially.
Even go so far as the wet. Like when we played in that mud last year, like when our boys were coming in to fill up, you just wipe your thumb over it. You're not digging shit out of the fill nipple.
Yeah.
It's just nice and easy, ease of operation, job's on. There's only the only complaint that people make that I've heard is you can't spin the collar. Like where it is where it is. But mate, to me, it doesn't matter. I'm not that prissy about it.
Look, that's a nice for a version too.
Yeah.
They've got to leave them somewhere to have their improvements. But
fair call.
I've had mine be consistent. Its output pressures have been consistent.
Yep.
It's stayed clean. Like I took mine apart not long ago just out of interest to see how clean it stayed. Spotless. It's fantastic.
Yep. Good gear.
And that's through the Sydney mud last year.
Yeah.
The sand and the conditions over here. Hasn't missed a beat. It's something I've recommended to anyone.
And that's
We'll talk about that consistency there too, Timmy. Like that's super important for some of the output pressures these guns are running now.
Yep.
You know, like 120 or some whatever some of these guns are getting down to. You know, like
107.
You don't want to be blasting 107s now.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be blasting 800 bottle PSI through your gun. So
no,
you know,
they're just
super good.
Is good gear. I've never had like burst discs are going to happen. You can't get away from that. And that's look to the people that don't know. If your burst disc goes, it's going to be the 1.8. It's plain and simple. If your 7.5 that they run on these goes, or your 6.7 that they run on the Gladiator, if it goes, it's only overpressure, and that's heated bottle, whatever. But when your 1.8 goes, clean your reg out. Don't just replace your burst disc. Strip your reg out, clean it out, and then put your new burst disc in, and it won't go again. I've seen people that have had a burst disc go, rip it out, chuck another one in, gas it up, burst disc goes again because they didn't fix the problem as to why the reg was going in the first place. So, guess what? Kai's just paid the money. Kai's is back from the police station.
How do you bail her out so quickly that cop shot there, mate? And I don't see you on fire.
We made the comment, mate, that you weren't in because you were down bailing the missus out for attempted murder on yourself. So
yeah. No, you're not far off. You're not far off. it's a bloodbath here. You don't understand. Jonesy,
And most of it's yours.
Mate, I hear you.
Nick, you understand. Timmy, you don't understand.
we did make the comment that it was your fault, mate, because you didn't put the coffee table away when you were finished with it. So
just don't say the C word.
Oh,
his first blood nose, mate. You'd think it was Gallipoli in here.
First one's out of the way, mate. First of many.
Yeah.
So
better late than never anyway.
What with the blood nose or you? So
fuck.
That's right. You know what to expect next time, mate. So it should be smooth as sailing. Surely.
Yeah, that's it. Don't show it next time, mate. Just sort it out when it happens. So
yeah, mate. Stop screaming. All right.
Kaiser was about to get a black nose then. Quick catch up.
The balls on this guy. He hasn't even turned his camera off.
No, it's just on.
Look at him. He's powering through.
Kaiser,
always professional.
On the screen, brother, we have the layout for piano on the weekend.
Yep.
So that's what the boys will be playing on. And we're just talking about how Gladiator Air were good enough to throw it at one of the new 77s at the boys for a prize. So which is pretty sweet of the guys to get on that. Which is cool. All for it. So Will's actually going to jump in the show next week with us and give us a wrap up of the event. So which will be good. You're living on the edge, brother. So
we get a word in edgewise this week.
Yeah.
With Kai having to be quiet.
That's all right. For those that are listening, if you need to understand what Kai's been saying, he's not stopped talking. It's just all in sign language. You need to get on the YouTube to be able to see what he's saying at the moment.
Yeah.
Kai, you're yelling again, mate. Just keep it down.
Yeah, stop yelling, mate. Stop yelling. What are you yelling for? I'm trying to.
I think that's a signal for help.
Yeah, I think that one was on fucked. So. Oh dear.
Quality YouTube.
Now, Kaiser, you are a sponsored player by PB Athlete. Connor's kind enough to jump on board with you. We were just talking about. I'm just going to do a quick recap because Kai has just popped in, and he doesn't know this. Connor is giving us a jacket to give away. We did have a picture up. I can put another picture. Let's do the picture again. I like the picture.
Hey, show the picture again. It's a nice, dirty little jacket, that one.
So if you are listening, go to YouTube, check it out. Connor's throwing one of these out for the Buy Me a Coffee supporters. Which is pretty cool. They're a nice looking bit of gear. So it'll either be the black or the camo. He hasn't decided, but he's going to send me one over, which will be cool. So PB Athlete supporting Paintball, and they've been a big supporter of us for a couple of years. He does good gear, which is cool. And I'm looking forward to seeing him when he comes over. He's playing semi-pro with us, so that'll be cool to catch up with him and have a chin wag. What else has been happening? I saw you boys are out having a big drills day again, Timmy. Which is
we had there was a bit of fun here with the weather. There was a couple of cyclones doing a dance with each other off the coast, so that all rolled through. Perth basically just got rain. Further up the coast got a bit more.
Yep.
We decided we were going to go out and do drills anyway. Rolled up to the field and got paintball gods of shining. We got a complete break in the weather. Stayed fine the entire time we're doing it. We literally packed up, got back in the cars, and it started raining again.
Perfect.
So perfect. So another drills day for us. Just thought get back into it.
Yeah, cool.
Had that week off with Easter, and then
and that
in the swing.
A week off was nice. It was nice. So I'm gonna have a couple off leading up now, which is a bit hard. But anyway, did you guys get out down south, Kaiser?
No, we had the coldest day of the year so far in Victoria on Sunday, and it was Forrest Gump sideways raining. So
Yeah.
It was appalling. So it was a good day to Netflix and chill.
Yes. So how cold did it get?
I think it was only about 12. It was only about 12. It wasn't like Canberra cold or it wasn't like
-3 Canberra cold.
Yeah.
I know it was that the other night. My mum said, but it was crappy Melbourne cold. So it might not get that low on the scale, but it feels appalling.
Yep.
And it was an awful day. So we had mandatory training, but we've switched it to this week. So
good call. Yeah. We got down to 7 in Sydney on Monday.
Really?
Yeah, 7. I was up out for the run at 5:30, and 7 degrees. It made it hard to leave the house, but you got to do it.
Look, it's bizarre here. I get up at 5 o'clock every morning, which sucks, but I'm out the door at 25 past 5 because I'm at the gym by 6.
Yep. This
morning I get up, it's sort of 20 degrees when I get out the door. I go do a couple of sessions, I come back out and it's 16, 15. Makes no sense. Yeah.
Thanks, Melbourne.
Good old Melbourne weather.
Yeah.
Strikes again.
That's it. It's a sign of things to come. Like, I think it's going to be a cold winter. It's going to be. It wasn't a hot summer, so it's going to be a shit winter. So
true.
Jump online, PB Athlete, buy one of the PB Athlete jumpers for winter, guys. Great bit of gear. Did you get out and about, Nick, or did you just chilled?
No, we had a fitness session.
Nice.
No paintball. So I got out there and ran some fitness stuff, and that sucked.
Yeah.
That Easter chocolate, mate, was sitting pretty heavy, I tell you what. Yeah. So mate, that was well needed coming to sevens, but we'll have a full practice this weekend, hopefully. And properly knock out the chocolate and really dial in.
Nice.
So,
nice.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't do it. I didn't train. I trained, but I didn't go and play paintball. So, and that's that's partly I sort of told you blokes I'm having surgery pretty soon on my arm, so I'm sort of just, well, fuck it, I don't. It's not going to be any benefit to me at the moment, so I'm sort of enjoying a bit of forced rest. Which is good. All good. What else has happened in paintball? What have we got around?
The biggest news I saw breaking the last day or so, and it was pretty quiet. Rusty Glazer's retiring.
Ooh, really?
Coaching Dynasty.
Yes.
Effective or focus time on the family.
After the season?
Done. Yeah.
Done. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Stevie sent a message to us, and I went searching everywhere for it. The most I saw was originally was Ryan Brand putting a thing up about enjoy the retirement and all the rest. And I've seen a few more things today.
Yeah.
But that was probably the biggest bit of news I saw internationally anyway.
Damn. That's big. He's probably one of the most dominant coaches of the modern era of paintball, isn't he? Like,
influential.
That's going to be a massive shoes to fill for whoever dynasty get in to step in, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is huge.
I'd imagine Victor Gamboa would step up and more so from his current role, but I would hazard a guess they're going to be looking for someone else to try and herd the cats that is Dynasty.
Yeah. I mean, obviously,
try and entice Ollie Lang over, get him out of the bush overseas and get him back coaching.
Yeah,
right.
I would have thought Yo should probably be the one to naturally step into that role. He's well suited to it.
Yeah,
he's still at the end of his career. Yeah.
That's I think that's evolution for Yosh to eventually inherit that.
Yeah.
I mean, good time for Rusty to go out with the 20th anniversary and everything. So
he planned it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, we're starting the season. I won World Cup and I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think realistically, his kids are getting older. I know it's well known he coaches his kids basketball and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So he's busy with the family. So I can imagine, taking those, especially they're coming into practice weekends now because the layout for Florida should be dropping in the next day or so.
Should be soon.
They're about 2.5 weeks out, aren't they?
Yeah, it's not far out. The draw was interesting to look at too. So
good luck to Pool B. Chad and Ryan and the boys.
Full of death, mate.
Yeah, 100%. So, well, yeah, see what they can do.
That being said, though, you've got to sort of bank then. Whoever comes out of the Pool B on top is going to be a sure favourite to take out the entire comp.
Yep.
I mean, they pretty much have if they take out Pool B,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We'll just call you won your pool, take that trophy.
Yeah. It's just got big implications. Yeah, it's just got big implications though, leading out of it for the next round, being that there's less major rounds this year.
Yep.
That trying to get out of that pool and into a better seed for the next event. That's going to have some implications there as well.
Yep, and that's going to be the job. Like take everything else out of it. Getting the win and getting out of that pool is going to be anyone's goal. Pool of death.
So they're going to be chasing the points differential or making sure they've got enough live bodies.
Got to have the ED, mate.
Got to have the ED.
Everyone's missed it. This is
let's just
pre-show rant from Timmy about why the hell are we still counting ED when we're playing X-Ball over here, and why the hell can't we follow the NXL? And I know all the NXLs do because I make sure we do over here, and I know Kai does over east. But you're playing X-Ball, ED don't count for Jack. That's what you have point differential for. You can still count it if you want to, if you want a runoff thing for later on. But
and if you're bored and have time to do it, why not? Like,
if you're
that job that you give the new rookie ref, that's your job there, champion, just to keep him busy.
Count the heads, mate. and you can be in charge.
Just a little rant from me.
And you're in charge of Gatorade and counting live bodies. All right, that's your job for the weekend.
Hey, you've got 10 fingers. You don't need them all. Don't worry about it.
One hand's going to be 0. I'll give you the hot tip. I think it is a waste of time. I think wins, losses, draws, worst comes to worst, as we said, head to head. Who won the game between those two? It's as simple as that, because they're obviously the better team at that point.
Look, and as I said off air, there's definitely reasons and history behind the way rules are set up for different competitions, whether it be the Sevens, the NXL, whatever. My big thing is I liked the idea of the WPBO when that first came about, which obviously evolved into just the NXL rules.
Yeah.
And there's variations between the US and Europe, even in that. So you've always got to have your slight local variations. But when it comes to the basics of just the breakdown of the game, let's all play the same game, please.
Yeah, let's make it easy.
Yeah. Keep your EDs for your 7-man throwbacks or your 10-man single point.
Yeah, anything single point, I think that has a place, 100%. But if
I guarantee you too, every team listening to this will have a positive story and a negative story about the use of body ED count. Oh, we missed finals by 1 ED. That just isn't what should decide, a top 4 team or making finals, not making finals. It's just, it's not representative of the competition, I don't think, from this day and age.
From a coaching perspective, like coaching younger teams and newer players, there's nothing more aggravating than being in the pitch, not allowed to talk to your players on the field. Okay, I get that. That's cool. I understand that. Game's over. They've hung the flag. 2 players walk off the field because whatever, and then having that heartbreaking conversation with, a 13-year-old kid and a 17-year-old kid that, mate, because the referee didn't count you as a live body, you're dead, mate. You're counted as a dead body because you left the field. Like that.
And we won this game, but we missed the finals because
because you walked off. Like, it's shit.
Yeah, it just shouldn't happen.
No, not at all. So, but anyway, EDs. Down with EDs.
Right.
Just at that, every point, as soon as we've done, I just walk off.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
fuck it.
Again.
And it's like, Kai, you got plenty of time before round 2, because this is the other bit of news that after Jonesy talking about his surgery, I found out last Friday I'm not going to be at round 1 either. Had a slight speed bump with my eye, so I've got a surgery on May 6th, just to remove a little bit of scar tissue, so nothing major. It's just an in and out, but unfortunately that means no flying for me for a couple of weeks. which unfortunately is the week before Sevens. So
yeah,
sorry to hear that.
Is what it is. As we were saying off air, it's a small little speed bump. Ultimately, I was actually waiting for. I've got my lens appointment next week. I was actually kind of waiting for him to turn around and go, "Hey, I can do your surgery on May 13th," and basically it's true. My plans are getting the Sevens anyway. But it just means it's fixed.
I mean, if you're out there,
it's not going to be an issue for me in years to come.
If you're out there and you're looking to run a book on Sevens, then I think SDK's odds have just shortened that little bit.
Yes. I
wouldn't say yours have shortened, Jonesy, because you weren't going to see much game time anyway.
No chance, mate. I said that, like, when we were doing our roster announcement, I was going to send a message to Jamie, say, just put me on a rocking horse, mate, because I'll only be riding the Pine anyway. So, but look, the reality is, like, for you guys, it is a big loss, Timmy. It's unfortunate that the cards have landed that way. For yourself, it is a massive loss.
Look, it is what it is. It's more sucky for me than anything else, and I'm not going to be the happiest person on that weekend. I'll definitely be watching every single game. I'll be swearing my head off going.
Yep. So you'll be alone. You'll be alone at home watching TV because the missus will be out because she won't want to sit next to you while you go, "What the fuck? I can't believe you walked off the field after you hung the flag before they counted your body."
I'll be sitting on the phone to some poor bastard in the pits. Just yell those pricks. No, to be honest, she'll probably end up sitting there on the couch with me, probably losing her shit as well, to be honest.
Oh, Jesus, fucking EDs.
But yeah, it's sucky. But I mean, there's advantages to shortening a roster line. Yeah. More game time for those guys that are in it. They get in that groove a lot quicker.
Yep.
It means the pressure's on them, but it's not something we're not unused to.
I sort of agree with that mentality too. Like having a shorter line, everyone finds their feet a lot quicker, and that's a pretty big thing too. And I think, look, it'll be interesting to see what Adam does with the layout for round one. Because it'll be on his shoulders again now. So it will be interesting to see. Expect something probably a little bit crazy from the Canadian, because he does like to do things a little bit different. So it'll be interesting to see. And I think people figuring that layout quick is going to be the big thing, and experience is going to be a big thing. So it's going to be interesting. It's really, we'll have to set up a watch party, Timmy. We can sit there and
definitely.
Do
a virtual Eski couch while you're sitting on the sidelines.
100%. We can do that. We can make this happen. So rest assured there will be a lot of Eski TV going live on Facebook on the weekend of Sevens, soon as I won't be playing. And there's no chance I'm filling pods. So so that will be happening. We will be starting. So for the 2 weeks before, we're going to have some episodes of just one-on-ones with the coaches of the teams. So stay tuned for that. For the captains of the teams, of the pro teams. Stay tuned for that. We'll for the 2 weeks before, we'll collate them all and just do 2 episodes of just that. So you guys can see where they're all fitting, where their rosters are at, and where people are at in their preparation and that. So that'll be pretty good to check out as well. Timmy, seeing as you're not playing, you'll be able to do Dan, because it's not going to be a conflict of interest now. So
the fact that even if I was playing, I'd still be doing it with Dan anyway, because it just makes it easy.
Yeah. So that'll be good. And we'll start putting those together over the next couple of weeks and have that ready to go, which will be good. Nick's going to have something special for himself. So keep an eye out for that. And Kaiser, we're going to get you to do a couple too. So, which will be pretty sweet. Actually, we might not, Kaiser, because you'll have to set up the Zoom meetings. So
it'll be a week late.
I'll get them for Masters. Speaking of roster announcements, the Eskimos have been dropping all their team for the pro squad. So Eskimo Nation was released a couple of, a week ago now or something like that? That you
couple
boys
of weeks, yeah.
And then the bros are getting dropped now. So check out Macca's one. there's been a lot of love for the anchor.
Yep.
So
appreciate Kai jumping on and following me out there.
Oh, mate, it was perfect.
Good old anchors away there.
Yep.
I know he says he loves it, but I think he dies a little inside every time.
Oh, do you mean like the product
right,
or himself?
Bit of both, mate. He's getting it in face up here.
D-I-E or D-Y-E? Anchor.
Oh, nice.
Just call him Coral Buster. So
it'll take him a while to get that one, I reckon.
Yeah.
And if you guys haven't followed the Eskimo Brothers on Instagram, please get on there and check out John Roberts' announcement.
Yeah.
The little Instagram bots have just dropped the best ever little comment under there.
Check the Instagram
He's a big inspiration to women everywhere. Highly efficient.
Great at his job. We normally jump on and we try to hide those pretty quick. Yeah, her job. That's right.
Yeah.
And check him out in the story. Jamie, who does our Instagram, has been pretty creative with the GIFs in the story. So get on there. And
if he hasn't done it already, Jonesy, can you please repost Robbers in the story with a little frilly dress or something?
Oh, we can do that.
Just a little dancing girl there. Something.
We can make something happen. There are more to come. There is a bit of tongue in cheek with all of them. So yeah, check those out. Follow Eskimo Brothers Paintball. All good. So now, Kai, are you safe for the night? Do you want me to send someone round to protect you, or are you good? Like she's not going to.
Bro, she's Spanish. Every time we fight, she tells me, "My ancestors were conquistadors." I'm like,
divide and conquer.
Tell her the earth's flat. Tell her the earth's flat.
Oh, fucking hell, mate.
She going to enslave me, infect my people with disease, burn me at the stake? I don't know. It's all part of the deal, wasn't it? Back then?
I don't know. I'm kind of watching this day, and your eyes, mate, they're looking up that door.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Look like that zebra in the background, just keeping an eye out for the signs.
Yes.
It is there's all the time.
Yes.
I'll talk shit as long as she's not in this room.
That's it. I'm the man of the house while she's upstairs. So
Oh, far out.
Might be sleeping on the Eski couch tonight.
Oh, dear. Very good. Oh, glad you joined us, mate. Like I was a little bit sad when you weren't in, but I'm glad you did.
Yeah, I was sad too. That's why I jumped straight in the second I could.
Brighten up your day a bit with the boys. Righto. So just to recap, buymeacoffee.com/the Eski couch. Jump on there, and you can go in the draw to win one of these bad boys from Connor, which would be pretty sweet. Like I said, we'll draw.
Oh, Connor, I like mine in black like that one too, buddy.
Yeah. Well,
you had the extras.
Yeah, you would have had your surgery by the time he comes over, so it will have to be black because you won't be able to fob it off that it is black, and you just haven't had your eye fixed yet.
Hey, it's only one eye.
Yeah.
I just re-put on my pirate status.
Yes. Going back on the recap, piano layout for piano is going to be pretty sweet. Wimpy 617 on the Uest of Tubes. Check it out for the live feed on there, which will be very cool to watch. As I said, he does do it on a shoestring budget, so get on there and give him some support. Share it round so that the rest of the world can see it, and it will be pretty exciting. And I think that's a wrap for this week. Anything else you boys want to add?
No, works for me.
I'll just give HK a shout out for getting my jersey ready for me.
Oy.
They gave me a call to said you got to be more specific. There's about 8 on file. Which one do you want?
when you sent me that message,
huge shouts, and we got all our gear. Got our gear earlier this week. If you're following SDK stuff as well, and that was real quick.
Care packages are the best. So, which it is cool. I nearly did put the pink one up for you, mate. So. I might send the boys a message.
Shorty hit me up. He's like, "What do you need?" I said, "Well, Eskimo jersey." He goes, "Be specific." We've got about 8.
You should have just said one of each. One of each.
I should have milked it.
Yes. Quick, I'll send him a message now. So yeah, shout out to all the people that keep us laced up with all the gear we need to perform and play. And that is, all the people. So for us, Gladiator Air Paintball Shop really look after us. HK Army with the jerseys, Connor with his jerseys and his casual apparel.
Very much looking forward to rocking some casual PB athlete, I must say.
It is good shit. It is good gear.
Yep.
He's kind enough to send me another jumper, so I actually get one this time, which will be nice. Just in time for winter, so which will be good instead of wearing my second-hand one that I've worn twice. So, which I'm quite looking forward to. I did tell them this. I said Connor's going to send us one. He's going to send me over a black one. She goes, "Oh, that'll go nice with this." And I'm like, "Fuck, you keep your hands off this one."
Yeah, good luck, Jonesy.
Yeah, I know, man. The only way I'm going to keep it is to hide it in the glove box in my work car. She's never going to.
Glad we're all in the same boat there.
Yeah, it's a given, man. It's a given. It's a price we pay for being attempted murder in our sleep. So. Oh, dear. Funny thing was, he wasn't joking then. She was there. I saw the shadow. Oh, very good. All right. Very good. So thanks to everyone. Thanks for tuning in and watch it. If you have enjoyed it, share it around. Give us some love, guys. And yeah, we'll sign off now, and we'll see you all next Thursday with another exciting and thrilling episode of Kai's survival skills. So, and we're out.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Powering off.